Welcome y'all. Welcome if it's your first time to my channel, and welcome back if you've been here before. I truly appreciate every one of you. So on our last video we created our base, and if you watched it, I said I was gonna turn off my camera to make shorter videos and turn it right back on, but I didn't. I ended up, it did not want to stay together, like, at all. As soon as I touch it, it fall apart. So I put a couple of little clamps on it, here and here, here and here, and I waited about 15 minutes or so. So this is only my second time I've had to clamp down some of the pieces that just, for whatever reason, I think this one's a little bit buckled, just slightly out here and in here, like it's not perfectly straight, and it just wanted to throw everything off. And I mean, I could have literally just sat here and held it, but I didn't want to, and I had the clamp, so I went ahead and clamped it. So you don't have to have clamps, as long as if you encounter something like this, you're able to sit and hold. Because if I had just set it down and left it, it kept separating it. I'd put it together, hold it a few seconds, you know, like that glue should be tacky by now, and gently let go, and it would literally just right apart. So I either had to hold it or I clamped it. But it is good and solid now. So we have our base, and now we're going to take this, let me get in here, this piece of paper that kind of looks like a wood grain, and we're going to cover around the edges and over the top. So from my past experience, this has a side that has a little bit of raised, the paper is kind of raised, it's a little bumpy, and then it's a smooth side. It looks the same, it just feels different, and just for my personal preference, and I like this side, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to cut these. I thought we were we're gonna cut two pieces of it. So I'm gonna pull out my big ruler because my little ones only go to 15 centimeters and this one is 18 centimeters. And where did I lose my pen at? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Literally my pen that's always here is not here. Okay, well, I have a little fine-tipped Sharpie, but that's just weird. I did use it yesterday, but I thought if I didn't put it back, where did I put it? Uh-oh. Alright, well, anyways, I will find it later. It's just odd. Okay, so we're going to cut 18.1 centimeters. So I'm just going to go right towards my top. Oh, I'm backwards, those inches. I'm like, that's not enough. So here's 18 and then 18.1. I'm just going to give it a mark. And I'm going to go towards the bottom and measure the same. If you're a scissors person, you could probably do this like one snip on the scissors, but unfortunately I'm not, as we saw in my last video. I bobble the scissors. So, and now we're going to measure down 1.9 centimeters twice. So 1.9 is here, and then 1.9 is here. Now I'm gonna do it. If I was using a smaller ruler, I would do it in the middle, but because I have one long enough, I'm gonna do it here. And I only say this because it seems like common sense, but measure from the same side down, because one time I was like, oh, I'll make it easy and flip, but then you're measuring from the wrong side. So measure downwards from the same side each time, 1 point, whoop, I didn't even mark that one. And then 1.9. Ooh, wow, what happened there? What happened there? Wow, you just don't want to level up, huh? There we go. Oh, that was, there's my fingertip. So, I'm going to cut down the lines here. And I will make sure that this side with the ink on it is facing in. So I liked my other pen. It didn't mark too heavy. I don't think this should show through. I hope not. No, it's not going to show through. Just make sure you hold your paper down nice and taut. You don't want it to bunch up when if you're cutting with a X-Acto knife. I know I say that all the time, but can't tell you how many times I'm like, why did that cut bad? Oh, because I wasn't holding it down, and I do this all the time. Yeah, it didn't show through at all. So, okay. So now what we're going to do, let's grab our base. Now it's going to go on two sides at the same time. And it's going to have an overhang. It's going to be more on the top because it's going to eventually fold over. So for right now, I'm just going to make it level on the bottom. So that's, and then when you do the corners, you don't just want to like fold it. You want to run your finger and roll it around that corner. Otherwise, it will have a bubble. I wasn't on the desk when I did that. Corner wasn't down, so I didn't get really good. There we go. Just want to get that. Okay. So now I'm just going to put glue on two sides. I should probably use my smaller one, but I think I'm a little bit impatient today. I'm not sure why. I think that's a little bit of overglue even for me, but you know, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. So just level it up, even it up on your side there. Make sure it's flat to the ground. To the ground, to your surface, I should say, to your surface. Oh, that's a little bit past. Oh, that's why, because I did the. Oh, goodness gracious. And I did it. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. My pin marks are on this side. Wow, talk about yeah, that was a screw up from the start. Good thing this is a little bit thicker than normal paper, because I probably would have demolished that. Wow. Let's pay attention now. Now I'm going to roll around this corner and make sure that I'm down level with my surface. That's not level. That's what I did last time, and I popped up a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna use Just be careful, don't push too hard on this, because you don't, even though it's dry, you don't want to pop that. You don't want to pop that piece out. Can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. Actually, I can. It's been my day today. Okay. Which side has ink? This one doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so this side. There we go. Oh, I bubbled up a little bit there. And they both have just a little bit of overhang on that. Which way does it go? It goes this way. So I am going to trim that off, just because I don't want it to cause any trouble when I'm folding over that top. Wow, that whole corner is crooked. Okay. So now this top lip is going to fold over, and I just kind of start in the middle, because if you start on one side it may take a weave, and I'm just going to give it at first just a bit of a bend out each way. Now I am going to cut right at a 45-degree angle down the center of this corner. That way one side will lay flat and the other side will lay over top of it. Again, I'm going to start in the middle. Cut this one. At least my paper covers this time. On one of them I got it so crooked. On my last one that there was like a whole half that didn't even have any coverage. Like it just wasn't enough. So now I am going to take my precision tip and I'm just going to run a bead right along that edge. Now these don't like, this paper does not like to hold like right away. So what I do is just hold it for a few seconds. It's not like regular paper where like you push it down and it just pretty much stays. Like this is thicker and it does not like to stay down. So I'm not going to worry about every little bit, because once I get it all done, I will set it upside down and put a little bit of weight on it. Just try to make sure those corners are good. And honestly, you know, in my opinion, oh, no wonder why I cut a corner off of there. Oh well. That's the back side, so it's on the back. You know, in my opinion, kind of just don't even really need this lip of paper. If you just wanted to cut it at 1.7 and then just not have it covered, because it's wood. I mean, I kind of thought about that, but I wanted to do it for you guys according to the directions, and because my other 4 have this. So I will do it on these 4. Unfortunately, because I don't like this step. I don't think it's necessary, but that's... And then our last side. That one is a little bit thin, but it still covers. I am going to go real quick before I turn it upside down, and I'm going to cut out our little rectangle back here for our light switch. And then just kind of trim it up a little bit. Okay. Just gonna hold that for a second. Keep trying to look at my timer, and then I try to push my glasses down. Like, I can't see without them. What am I doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna set this off to the side. Oh, and I'm going to put a little bit of weight on it. I just used my my little L bracket and then a little bottle of water, so give it a little bit of weight. Okay, so now we're gonna go to B2 is this one with the hole up here, and we're going to cut out C11, which is here. Let me turn it so I don't cut into a shadow, because then I can't see my line. Oh, I thought those were pieces of that's printed on. I thought it was little shards of paper that I missed. And our last side here. And I will wait to do that circle. You can do it if you feel confident, but sometimes, you know, my placing's slightly off, or, you know, whatever, and so I just like to do it when I place it on the wood, and it gives you a great template. Like, you don't even have to try to do a circle. I'm just going to cut those so they're easier to stack over here. You don't even have to try to keep it circular, it just does it automatically. So, yep, we're good. Stick some glue on. I am gonna, ooh, I wanted to get on the outside of that circle, so I did all right. I did all right. Wow. Okay, I think I kind of freaked myself out when I said I only had a few days because I'm leaving on vacation, and I kind of freaked myself out, but you know, I have plenty of time. I just need to slow down. Also, only running a half-hour videos, I kind of like, whoa, how much is that going to be? But you know, I'll have multiples up at the same day, so I just need to relax and enjoy it. That's the whole purpose of me doing these miniatures. I enjoy doing them, and the added bonus of filming them is, even if no one watches them, I enjoy filming them, because I'll tell you what, before I ever filmed it, when I would just do it by myself, I'd be sitting in my room. That sounds really lonely, but really sad, but it's not. I was enjoying myself, but in my head, I was running a commentary, kind of like what I'm doing now, but I just did it in my head. Now the only difference is I'm doing it out loud, and other people will potentially see it. So it's not anything different that I'm doing. I'm slightly, like, I am the tiniest bit off, and I'm just wondering if it's worth. Trying to correct it. No, because I'm gonna have to. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, Okay, now I'm gonna poke through my circle. That was lined up pretty good. There's glue. Oh, there it is. It did not want to come out. All right, and then we're going to take our C1 and put it on our B4, which is this one. So just going to cut out and stick it on, and then that's going to go over top of this. Well, doesn't actually, yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. In this picture, like the one where it shows me to glue this on and then to glue this on here, it doesn't actually show me to put this on here, but in the next step it does. So I think it's silly. Just include it all in one step. Let me know where it goes, what to do with it. Don't make me set it to the side and then, oh yeah, never mind, let me grab it again. So I think we'll glue this up and finish off this video. So I think I'm going to use the same concept. Now I could, you know, just cut along the lines, but I'm going to use the same concept as I did for the circle here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and then I'll use that as my template to cut it out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna stick my glue on the outside here. Make sure I go down that middle because I want that paper to lay really, really flat. So I can use it as the template and I don't, hopefully, don't cut in it too much. Like I did on the base. So we're gonna just, whoop, find that corner. And then again, I just like to pick it up and physically feel it. Whoop. This is really thin wood. That's why they didn't put it like in a piece of, it's where you had to like punch it out because it is like super thin. Okay. Glue stuck to my fingers. You know, I'm actually going to cut from the inside, and I'm really, really going to make sure that that blade is flat against it. I don't want to angle it in because it'll cut up underneath the wood. You know, if it's angled out, well, you don't want it angled out either, but if it has to be angled, like, go out, because you can always clean it up a little bit, give it a little bit more of a cleaner cut from the front when you're done. But if you angle it in and it goes underneath that wood, you can't get that paper back, and you'll have a bit of a gap. We did pretty good. Little stuck spot on our corner. There we go. Yeah, same thing. It's kind of because it was down towards me, and so not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to, yeah, I did really good except that corner. A little bit of extra there and right there. But see, I just trimmed it up right from the front. There we go. Oh. Okay. All right, now we are going to go ahead and put this, so it's going to line up right on the inside, so there's no on the outside, so it's all on the inside of that picture. Why am I using that? That was just a lot of glue. A lot of glue. That's why I like these little precision bottles. Sometimes, you know, you got to do a little wavy, get a little more than just a straight line, but for me it's always easier to maybe give it another go round versus having too much squirt all over the place. I hate when glue comes squirting out the sides. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's level on the bottom and just right on the edge of that picture all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and stand it up just to make sure that I've got it level. Yep, and now whoosh. Okay. So there we go. It's going to be our, I believe, our back wall. Yeah, we only have one wall in this, so, and then we have a bar that will come out. So this will be our back wall when we put it on. So we have a couple things to cut out. So we're going to make our bar next, and a couple little posters here on a shelf. So we will get to that next build. If you've made it to the end of this, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you like the shorter videos? A little, you know, half-hour-ish ones? Just having more of them for one build, or do you prefer the longer, like hour and half-ish kind of ones where I get more accomplished? So that's my question. Do you like more accomplished in one video, or do you like less time on the video? So let me know in the comments. I'm really curious, and I really appreciate you being here. So I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be, and be safe. I'll see you next build. Bye.